Jeff Altman, the big game hunter. I coach people. I'm an executive job search and leadership coach, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. When I was job hunting many, many years ago, I remember visiting an agency because I was doing recruiting at the time. And I'd been introduced by someone that they hired from my firm. So I had a referral. I had a backer within the firm who had some substance. And I walked in, had 5 hours of interviews, and was made an offer. I said, I'm going to accept the offer. However, I want you to know I can't start right away because I'm in the process of doing an international adoption. I'll be able to start on such and such date. They said, great. And along the way, as I thought back on it, there were signals that were sent to me in the course of the interview that this was going to be, quote unquote, a tough place to work. That was their language. And there was a person working for their firm who frankly was a liar and represented themselves as being an owner of the firm when they weren't. There was a person there who, when I called up to say, okay, I'm here to start, I said, you are? I had that reaction from them. When I visited the firm, there wasn't a lot of energy in the space. And at that time, I was a high octane guy. Now, I'm still intense today, but my behavior was really intense. And there were one or two nights where I woke up really uncomfortable. And when I talked about it with my wife, there was something that I was muttering in my dreams that translated, I just don't remember the specific words, that basically translated into, what are you doing? Now, I worked there for a long time and I did very well, but there was something deep inside that basically said this wasn't right for me. I sucked it up. I wasn't happy there for the longest time. I put on a good facade, but it was not a happy situation for me. For many of you, the signals are pretty similar. You go in there and you see neurotic people, jumping, they're jumping around, they're bouncing off of walls, there's a tension in the air, and you're not a high octane person. And you figure, oh, this is a great place to look how lively they are. But it doesn't fit you. Or the converse. I was speaking with someone recently who is a high octane woman and interviewing at places that energetically weren't going to suit her. And she was trying to, make excuses for them. I said, what's going to happen on the first sleepy Monday when you're ready to dive at something and they're all trying to do work avoidance? There are signals that employers send out in the course of interviews that we need to pay attention to. One of the signals in the story that I told was the tough place to work. Another signal was they were shocked when I actually said I was going to start, and they wanted to talk with me again because in their mind, there wasn't a chance in hell I was going to be joining. There are many more signals, including, and this is my personal favorite to point out to people, they say they're going to make a decision on such and such date, and they don't communicate the change. Matter of fact, they stop communicating altogether. They go dark. And then 2 weeks later, they call up and say, okay, we want to make you an offer. Okay. How many times have you ever heard of someone turn around and say, where have you been the last 2 weeks? You said you called me on such and such. Oh, we weren't ready to make a decision. And you decided not to call me during that time to let me know of the change. You wanted me to chase you so that you wouldn't take my call, right? So there's lots of messages that firms give out if you pay attention. It's like recruiters. People complain that they don't get back to them, but recruiters are sending a signal too. Watch the behavior. Don't listen to the words as much. The behavior is going to tell you far more about the job than the promises that are made by people who may not be there at the time that they need to deliver on them. So I hope you found this helpful. At the end of the day, do what feels right, not just what you think is right. Understand your body's going to need to live with the consequences of what the mind chooses. And I'm not saying to exclude the mind, but to take your physical and subconscious reactions into account as well, so that in this way, you have a whole picture of what you're stepping into or stepping away from. I'm Jeff Altman. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I hope if you're watching on YouTube, see that little icon? You can subscribe to my channel on YouTube there. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, click the like button. Let other people know that this was worthwhile. If you're interested in my coaching you, message me through LinkedIn. My page there is linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected, message me that you're interested in coaching. Also want to mention, I launched a group on Facebook called Career Angles. Career Angles will be free to the first 500 people. It's designed to help you be more effective in your current job. It's not about job change. It's about being successful in the world of work. So again, join Career Angles. The first 500 people will get in for free. Last thing I want to mention, if you just have questions about your job search in some way, I'm happy to answer them. Message me initially through an app called Magnify, Magnifi. That's an iOS-only app, and we'll set up a time to speak, or call me through prestoexperts.com. That would be a phone call, and I look forward to helping you. Have a great day. Take care.